Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Picksburgh. This is Anthony, and with me, as always, I have my co-host, Nate. Every day I'm hustling. You guys are joining us for ECOM and Beyond, best morning show on the YouTubes. Appreciate each and every one of you guys being here. Really appreciate all you guys, basically being here, for the tailgate in the morning. That's super cool to log into StreamYard and already see a stream of people that have just been kind of hanging out. So I definitely appreciate the online tailgating. Gate City Picker Paul's been in here since 7:55. Come on, he's burning that midnight oil with us. Appreciate that, Paul. Got Steven Scroggins in the house. You're gonna make sure you give Paul a Broski point for that, Nate.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now.
Got Justin Jacobs. Good morning, Justin. How you doing, my man? $10. What's up, Ray? Good to see you. Mark Pasternak in the Heezy Fosheezy. What up, Mark? Got Greg No Money G in the house. Good to see you. Alexis, keep in touch. What is up? Next person we have in this morning in the chat, it just happens to be MacMan. What's going on, Mac? Good to see you. Victoria in the house. What is up, Victoria? Good to see you. She's going to be listening and working. Get her done. I love seeing all the conversing in the chat. That's awesome. Jacob in the house. What's going on, little bunny foo-foo? Theosis Sales is in the house. What is up? Crockers Lockers. Good to see you guys. Hope you're having a good morning. PC Sales, the master of the license plate in the house. Good to see you, D. Almost called her the master of the universe. That'd be quite a promotion from the license plate to the universe.
Right.
Got Kelly, the ECOM Mom Ward, the mastress of the roundhouse kick. The busted jaw, yo. Best mustache on the YouTubes. What is going on? Larry Lafferty. You guys did a good show last night, Larry, with Kevin over on the Thrifting Lounge. Definitely enjoy seeing all the OGs get together. Nana Tink in the house. What is going on? Fellow PA. Dang, this chat just jumped on me. Speaking of PA, we got Just Me Kathy in the house. What is up, Kathy? Good morning to you. Got Craig, Landshark Picker. Good to see you, man. I want my NBA too, man. You know what ticks me off is I have Cavs tickets for the 30th, so I'm probably gonna get screwed on that, which kind of sucks. They were talking about even if they didn't shut down the league right now, they were gonna have games without fans. So it's either way, pretty much SOL on them Cav tickets I bought. Got Dana here. What's going on, Danny?
Yeah, but I mean, if people aren't going to show up, at least they can watch on TV and people can still follow and do all that type of stuff. You know what I mean? So,
well, they're not playing anything at all right now.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
What's up, Shane? Good to see you. Rev Resell's in the house. What is going on, Rev? Good to see you, my man. Definitely one of my favorite up-and-coming channels, Rev Resell. You guys got to check him out if you haven't.
Tommy says, "Why do I look so mad?" I'm not mad. I'm good. I'm good. I was just reading.
Lathan. Good to see you.
I was just reading.
Philly Road Tech. What is up? Asian Reseller. Good to see you, my man. Thrift BCQ. Man, the myth, the legend, Toronto's finest reseller. What's going on, Chris?
I know you got to be close to that 1K.
Steampunk Town. Yeah, him and Jody are both like right there scratching at that door of the 1K. So if you guys aren't subscribed to Thrift Beast or to Jody Mitama, make sure you go show them some love, guys. If you guys want, you can drop your links in the chat.
Yeah, they got to be close, unless they already hit it. But
yeah, they're definitely scratching at the door. That's for sure. Bargain effect. Homie. Good to see you back in chat, Tommy. I haven't like really had a chance to touch base with you since you've been back. What's up, Harlan? Good to see you, my man. Yeah, it definitely sucks for us fans. Absolutely. What's up to Perlini? Good to see you, Lynn.
yeah, we're just starting to get into like March Madness and all that. And March Madness has taken a whole different turn of
March Madness now. What's up, Elo? Good to see you, my man.
It's bad enough there's no football now. There's not going to be no sports, period.
Yeah.
I guess I'm going to have to start playing like online chess or something.
I'm pretty sure Elo is going to be on with Jenny and Victoria today. So if you guys...
That was yesterday.
Was it yesterday?
Yeah.
I thought they do their interviews on Thursdays, Monday and Thursday.
I swore I seen it was streamed yesterday.
That might have been.
Because I came home and it was like streamed 4 hours. 4
hours ago. Then I'm wrong. You guys can clarify if you want to drop the link to said future show or said past show. Feel free.
Simply Dan says, news, Congress shuts down U.S. Capitol building, closes for next 30 days.
Oh, dang.
I guess I got a free extension on my taxes, huh?
There you go.
I think you were talking about that. In his meeting
still on. He also says he's almost to 100 subs. Guys, go give him some love. Get him to that 100 subs.
Rev says, I think it was wise to overreact to a new virus than to react too little, too late, and regret it. Yeah, I somewhat agree.
Thrift Beast is 30 away from 1K. Let's get him there, guys. He definitely deserves it. He makes awesome content. Alexis says she's almost to 400. Congratulations. You got there really fast, Alexis.
Yeah, I think a lot of this is overdone, but it's a way of trying to prevent it from spreading. So I can dig it.
So Kevin will be on with Jenny and Victoria. Gotcha. I'm getting all my guests mixed up. I just know I saw something with Elo on there. So yeah, it was yesterday. And then Kevin will be on there today. Okay, gotcha.
I guess
Larry Lafferty's almost to 200. Guys, you need to show Larry Lafferty some love just for that mustache alone. Check out that epic thing. You know what I need to get is I need to get a Larry Lafferty mustache for like my screen pop-ups. Yeah, I don't know if you ever do get to that point, Rev, because like from my experience, like I was like, all right, I just need to get to 1,000 and then I'll be good. And it's like I got to 1,000 and I still felt small. So like I still get excited whenever I get a notification that somebody subscribed. So I'm sure most people do. Yep. Kevin's at 5. Make sure you guys go show some love.
I think Kevin just realized he was live today with Jenny Victoria.
Did he?
We got to get a shout out for making sure that was scheduled with him, right? He knew about it, I should say.
Hey, Elo hit 200 yesterday. Nice. Congratulations, man. Keep growing. You know, that's what it's all about. Yeah, so the topic pretty much today is like I was just, because I watch basketball as much as I can when it's televised here in Pittsburgh. So I'm watching the Dallas versus what was it, Dallas versus Denver game last night. And you know, they start talking about how Rudy Gobert, the center for the Jazz, tested positive for the coronavirus. And apparently either all 30 teams at some point had contact with either him, his teammates, or somebody that played against them recently. So that was kind of why they went and did all that. Just Me Kathy says, I won't be going to the meetup. I'm sorry, I'm sick with bronchitis right now again. Can't risk it. So bummed about it. Want to be alive for the next one. Yeah, I hear you. There's actually been several people that have canceled coming because of the coronavirus. So between the meetup and the Cavaliers game, the coronavirus can officially suck it. But it's understandable. Yeah, that's right, Chris. They did just play the Raptors on Monday. So hopefully they didn't like infect your town, man. But yeah, this thing, man, is like definitely becoming like bigger and badder than first anticipated in my eyes. Like, I mean, I know there's a lot of people that have been like super scared about it for, you know, since they first mentioned it or whatnot. For me, like, I didn't really think it was going to get to this point, like where they're shutting down, you know, billion-dollar enterprises like the NBA and the NCAA and whatever. Nice. Paul says he's looking for a hotel later today. That's what's up. Yeah, as far as I know, though, Pittsburgh's clean as far as the corona goes. But, I mean, you never know, like, what's clean and what's not until somebody, like, gets tested positive for it or whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just a difficult thing. One thing I was watching, because I was watching a lot of the coverage like ESPN did and stuff like that, and I'm just looking through my YouTube feed, and I was just I noticed that Bolorama did a thing on the coronavirus. Like, what are some things that you can do to prepare your you know, your reselling business and yourself, you know, and he mentioned like some different types of things that you could look for this time, you know, in case there is some kind of like mass quarantine, like different types of inventory you can grab. I mean, obviously, like, you can't do the sanitizers and the masks because everybody's shutting them down right now, but there's probably some other types of similar type products you could get to sell. You know what I mean? Like, not actual sanitizers, but maybe like disinfectant wipes, or, you know what I mean? Like, there's always some way to kind of cash in on what's happening in the current events. Not saying that that's what you should do or what you shouldn't do. It's kind of like a to each their own type of thing. But there are some like practical things. Like, I noticed Jay had mentioned like board games, puzzles, you know, DVDs, books, like stuff like that, that people, if they are like kind of stuck up in their house, like things that they would most likely be looking to use to entertain themselves. So I thought that was a pretty cool thing that I didn't even really think of until he'd mentioned that. Like, well, yeah, there definitely are some types of inventory that we can list like now that, should people like really take this to another level, they're going to be looking to basically get in bulk. So I would love to kind of open the floor up kind of to the chat today as well, and kind of hear your guys' opinion on everything and what you think, is essentially going to happen. Whether this becomes a bigger thing, smaller thing, or whatever. You can feel free to even call into the show today. If somebody wants to pop in on the show today up on screen with us, I can give you the link to come on in. There's the show's phone number right there. You can feel free to call, text, whatever. You can feel free to just keep putting stuff in the chat like you normally do, but this is going to be a really interactive show today, just because this is something that obviously I'm not an expert on, Nate's not an expert on, so I think it's good to Ken says stock up on Spam and ramen noodles. Heck yeah.
I'll have to get my Chi-Chi stuff and stack up.
Yeah, I was literally just gonna say, like, so we're stocking up on jailhouse cuisine. That's like the finest you can get.
I wonder how all this situation has my international shipments go out. I wonder if it stops. I know they're stopping stuff coming in, but are they stopping stuff going out? You know what I mean?
What's up, Mac?
What's up, Mac?
Good to see you, bud.
Good to see you guys too. The only problem is you're talking about stocking up on stuff to sell and resell and stuff like that. I mean, 30 minutes ago, Amazon released a statement saying that they're going to give all third-party sellers that sold that stuff to the California State Attorney General, and they're going to prosecute them to the full effect. So I'd be wary of selling anything that could even be thought about used for the coronavirus thing. But Amazon has said that they will, in the future, look at different items with price counts. So this is not just going to affect stuff during a state of emergency, but it's going to also affect everything that you sell on Amazon.
Yeah, for sure. It's just crazy to see how all of these platforms are shutting down these items. And I still think a lot of it's just like good PR for them. Hey, Flippin' Mama, good morning. I think a lot of it's just getting good PR for them because they've made millions of dollars off of this stuff already, especially Amazon.
Oh yeah, I mean, they made money. So does Walmart. So does the other stores. But their big thing is it was. Of course, the California governors tweeted out, $220 for some hand sanitizer. And this is ridiculous. The Amazon should have stopped this 3 weeks before any of this stuff went on sale. How can you predict something that's going to go on sale 3 weeks before a state of emergency?
I think most of the situation that these platforms are taking is once a state took state of emergency, then they started cracking down because then there's a major issue where they're calling in for support and they're in some type of situation like that. So as soon as that happened, I know that Amazon started cutting people off the listings and all that type of stuff. And I really didn't I didn't have anything to list on eBay, so I don't know about eBay, but I've heard that they if you would try to list stuff on there or whatever, that they would it wouldn't even hit the listing or whatever. It would just automatically deny you.
Right.
I think that they should let people continue to sell the stuff, but at a reasonable price. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to remember who it was. I was watching a video. Somebody said that they bought up a bunch of sanitizer and they were making like $2 off of each unit, which like that isn't a big deal in my opinion. You know what I mean? If you're making like a normal-ish margin, you know what I mean? Like I don't see any problem with selling sanitizer, but or any of the items. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I mean, essentially that's what we do anyways. We just buy stuff as cheap as possible and try to flip it as high as possible. But I mean, I understand like with the severity of what's going on right now.
Yeah, but I mean, how far? That's one state you really don't want to make mad is California, because they really go crazy on that stuff. I mean, they're not scared to spend that money to prosecute these third-party sellers, and that's what it said. It said, in addition to terminating these third-party accounts, we welcome the opportunity to work directly with the state's attorney general to prosecute all bad acts. So they're going to either put them in jail or fine the crap out of them to where they can't be able to resell.
I mean, it's like, I don't understand how they can even do that or even say that, because it's funny, because if a company was doing this and charging us a crap ton for, say, Dollar Tree all of a sudden started charging $5 a bottle for hand sanitizer, or $10 a bottle, it would probably be okay. But if the third party sellers do it, now it's a problem. Now it's an issue. It's like, well, the major corporations and someone else's pocket isn't getting in line with money, so we have to stop this from happening, because all this money's going to other people but us. That's the way I almost look at it. I mean, I know, of course, it's because of of what's going on, and you're taking advantage of people needing something, but at the same time, if they can't get it, if they could have got it somewhere, they would have got it already. But they obviously can't because it's gone. You're given an opportunity to help keep keep it from happening or spreading if they get this product or whatever too. So
yeah, that's true. Hey, good morning to Glenn Swamppicker and Georgina Jill. Appreciate you guys being here. Jonathan Roseberry as well. I think I missed you when you came in. Appreciate you all being here. And good morning to Paul. Thanks for joining us again twice this week. What do we owe the great honor and privilege?
Just a week of vacation, I guess.
Nice.
Taking some time off. I was at Walmart yesterday. I had to run and just pick up a few things, and there were seven people shopping carts full of toilet paper and water. And you just walk past that stuff, and you just shake your head and just wonder, what makes people do that type of stuff.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the thing about it is if you look, everything starts with either New York or California, and now they're contaminating areas to where people can't leave their houses or anything. So if you go 30 days without leaving your house, if they say, hey, this is where you have to be contained and you cannot leave, I mean, you'll want them supplies. Because I mean, they've already doing it in New York where they're containing people in their houses.
That's crazy.
I think here in our state, and I think Reseller Man could probably help me out with this. I think there's 8 confirmed cases in our state, at least. We have the first round of the NCAA tournament here in Greensboro, which is right up the road from me, and the ACC tournament is actually going on this week, right up the road, and they started clearing people out of the Coliseum last night when they made that announcement that NCAA was doing it, and then the ACC made that decision, pretty much within two or 3 hours of that, and then the later game that they had, they started encouraging people to leave, and then today's games for the rest of the week are all going to be, no fans at all.
Yes. She said I had less than a half a roll when I felt like I had to tell everyone in the store that I'm not hoarding. I just want to be able to wipe my own rear end more.
But I mean, that's it makes sense to go and buy you at least 2 weeks of food supplies. In case. I mean, we got I think it was like either 12 or 15 cases now in Tennessee of that. So, how long is it before they start saying, you can't leave your house, or, everybody has to be contained. You can't go anywhere. So I mean, it'd be smart to get like, I don't know, ramen noodles, stuff like that. I mean, you don't know. I mean,
Reseller man, where are you located at again? He said that they also declared a state of
Yeah,
emergency.
he's here. He's about an hour and 40 minutes.
Okay, that's right. We
Yeah.
just mentioned that on Tuesday, didn't we?
Yeah. He's over in the Raleigh, Durham, Chapel Hill area, if I'm not mistaken. Cary, kind of that whole area. So I think they did that. The state of emergency was, I think it might have been Tuesday. I think they declared it Tuesday. I don't remember exactly when.
And the bidet makes its return to the morning show. That's awesome, Elo.
Yeah, he's golden with that bidet.
Yep. Spray out that booty all he wants.
I'm gonna start getting a wholesale account for bidets.
Yeah, you know. Can you imagine how much space a bunch of bidets would take in Amazon's warehouse? Just pallets and pallets of bidets.
Yeah, it says in Pennsylvania there are 19 presumptive positive cases and 2 confirmed cases of corona. 2 in Bucks, 1 in Montgomery, 2 in Monroe, 13 in Montgomery, 1 in New Hampton, 1 in Philly, 1 in Wayne. So it seems like it's all on the far east, near Philly and Pat D and all them.
Matt said that Tennessee is expected to have more tornadoes today. Prayers for everyone to be safe. Yeah, absolutely. I'll definitely be keeping Tennessee and all the residents in my prayers. Mac, man, you're from Tennessee, aren't you? Or am I wrong?
I think he's frozen. Oh, no, he's gone.
yeah, I'm from Tennessee.
Are you in any of the affected areas?
The one that happened is about 2 hours from us. We actually, when we woke up the next morning from all the tornadoes, we actually had a tornado warning in our town, and it was all over our phones, but we never even, I can understand how them people probably could have slept through the tornadoes. I would have never known.
Mm-hmm.
So,
hey, Ken, good to see you, man. Thanks for joining us. Well, I'll definitely be praying for you guys. Lisa, are you and Chris, are you in safe parts of the state?
I think she's towards like Chattanooga area.
I just like the way the word Chattanooga sounds in a Tennessee accent. Like, it sounds cool anyway, but like, it sounds even cooler if you have a southern accent.
Philly Road Tech says he's in Montgomery, PA. Yeah, that's like the hotspot county right now. There's 13 cases in PA.
Okay, yeah, I actually wanted to touch on what Dee just said. She's asking what happened with Grimes fines. So he has a video that he released on his channel yesterday.
That was sad, man. That was really, really sad.
Yeah, they basically lost everything. The entire business is like the whole building is like basically knocked over, and just it's in a bad state.
It's from a fire.
Yeah.
It completely burned down to the ground. I mean, completely. Yeah.
So they did start a GoFundMe. Pretty sure it was one of the employees, Katie, that started the GoFundMe. Nate was saying that a lot of it goes to help with covering employee, like their pay during when they're out, not working or whatever, and then part of it goes to helping to rebuild quicker and stuff like that. But I am going to drop a GoFundMe in the chat. Grimes does have insurance, Kevin. So yeah, they do have insurance. They're not sure how long it's going to take for the insurance to kick in. They're obviously like, Grimes is such a good dude that he's more worried about his employees than he is about his own business at this point. So
When he ran out and got coffee from Starbucks for all the firemen, that's such a Grimes thing. That was so cool. Because somebody said, "Hey, do you want a cup of coffee?" And he said, "No, I'll go get it for everybody." And he went to this local Starbucks and got jugs of coffee. I thought, man, that's such a Grimes thing. That was really cool. Yeah. He's such a good guy. He's a really nice. He comes across as a really, really nice guy, and I'm sure he probably is in real life.
Oh, he's an awesome guy. Like I haven't met him in person, but I've had a couple conversations with him behind the scenes, and he is absolutely the real deal.
Yeah, I really, really like Grimes, man. Just as a person, I can message on Facebook and he'd actually respond back, which is awesome because he has a business, he's busy, and we have that like kind of relationship, and and to see this happen to him, who he's helped me, and it's come on our channel, and it's always been really, really awesome. No matter how big or fast he's grown or whatever, he's always been down to earth with us, and he was going to come to the meetup and stuff. I'm sure that might be in jeopardy because of just all the stuff going on. So it's just really sad to see this all just happen right now for him.
Yeah, Jonathan, anybody can feel free to post anything, especially if you have a wrench. If you don't have a wrench, let me know, because I can't tell on StreamYard. I don't have my YouTube up right now.
I think everybody in the chat, has a wrench from what I've seen.
Yeah, I give it to most everybody that's like a regular, or Mr. Burns.
I see
one. Philly Road Tech doesn't have a wrench.
Philly Road Tech, Elo, and Cajun Reseller.
All right, let me pull up YouTube and I'll wrench you guys.
Yeah, I like Grimes' energy, man. His energy is awesome to watch.
So Shane was basically saying I didn't catch your actual post that you did, but I see this one here where you tagged me. Did you see my thing about the auction? Should do one like they did for the Australia fires. Yeah, I would absolutely do an auction for Grimes if that was something that he would want to do. Again, I'm not going to I'm not going to try to do something that he doesn't want done. He may want the GoFundMe to be the preferred way of giving towards, the fire and everything like that. But if Grimes would want, Nate and I would gladly do an auction to raise money for him and the employees and the rebuilding efforts. Like, absolutely. I would gladly donate time, money, inventory, whatever I would need to make that happen. Actually, you know what? I may send him a message and just ask, like, hey, is this something you would want to do, or would you rather us just continue to send people to your GoFundMe? Because, like, I'm completely cool with doing anything I can to help Justin, because he's been such a great help and an influence on Nate and I.
Yeah, the organizer for this is Katie, who's an employee, and it says the money we are raising will help us keep our operation flying and not have to lay off any employees. This will also help us get into a new building as soon as possible so we can get back up and going again. If you're not financially able to share, or financially able, share with us. Please share out to all your social media sites. Just keep us in your prayers as we try to figure out what our next steps are. And to something about joining, watching the journey on his YouTube. But yeah, man, like, you have employees, which, if you're not having a business or don't have anything to go to, it's hard to just pay somebody, you know what I mean? So, I'm sure it's going to be, what's that?
This is the latest post from Grimes' Instagram. He says, looks like it may be possible arson. Arrest made after I got a tip from a subscriber that turned out to be legit.
Oh, wow.
Now to see if they're related, stay tuned. So he's shared his YouTube channel. So I guess he's going to be doing a video on if it was arson or whatever. But yeah, that's crazy.
If it was arson, when was that post from?
Yeah, not too long, 11 minutes ago.
Oh, okay.
I think early on in his video, he was thinking something along that, or the fire investigator was thinking something along that line because of the way the alarms were going off.
Yeah, they said one alarm went off, which is an outside one. It's a motion detector, which, you know, it's normal because they got raccoons and squirrels and cats or whatever. And then they said then there was one in the hallway, which no doors were open or propped or anything like that. Like nothing like that happened. And then next you know, they got a smoke call or a fire call or whatever. And then they drive up and this is what they see is just total, you know, building just gone. I guess they said they think from what I've heard, that the dumpster, I guess, caught on fire and then it spread to the warehouse. So that's why it went from like back to front, you know, where you see most of the damages in the back part of it and everything. And I mean, for a steel building to just collapse down, you know, them fires, they were really roaring. And I'm sure he had a lot of stuff in there, like always. So it had a lot of ammunition to really feed that fire. And he had some great stuff in there from what he was saying, man. Like,
Yeah.
he did a lot of, you know, cosign, like consignments and stuff with people. He had like an old baseball card collection. He was just doing like a little bits at a time, so it wouldn't.
Yeah, I think a lot of the stuff in there, he does consignment, so a lot of it was other people's stuff too.
Yeah, like Lunkers and a couple other people. Yeah,
which is really bad. Which really sucks for them is it because it may come down to whether their inventory will be covered under his insurance or not. I mean, I'm sure he's got insurance on his building and his stuff, but if he's got other people's things there, you know, insurance companies look for any reason not to pay as much as they can. So I just hope that everybody gets covered.
Well, if it's arson, doesn't insurance companies don't cover when it's arson?
If you do it yourself, I'm sure.
Well, yeah, I mean, I would know that. I know that, but I'm saying like in this case, I thought it was.
I mean, I don't know
arson.
for sure.
Yeah, I might have to look into that just for general knowledge.
Or a scientist studying Cornelia virus, but I think I'm going to stay at a Holiday Inn when I come to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Nothing chilling at the Holiday Inn. Yeah, Tommy said that, do you think maybe the meetup should be postponed due to everything going on? I say we keep everything scheduled and we just play it by ear. You know, if you get to the point where it's like everyone in the world basically has it, of course we're going to all be stuck in the house and can't go. But I think a lot of this is media driven and a little bit of overhype, is my opinion. But I mean, for people that have, you know, different illnesses or, you know, like they said, like people that are older and might have some type of immune deficiencies or breathing issues, then I would definitely, you know, of course, be a little more guarded with it, because those are the people that are having, you know, getting terminally ill and passing away for the most part. So
yeah, whatever it is, I mean, it's destroying the world economy. I mean, it's hammering it bad.
yeah, they like. I just logged into my account, my Amazon account, and I had 35 items go out, which was pretty good. Like, that's a good number day. And then I logged in this morning. I think I had 12 or 13 sold already for $100. So I don't know if it's like a panic. People are starting to panic and just start buying all this stuff because of, like someone said in chat, like if you order something and we're all on shutdown, then who's delivering this stuff? So maybe that's that's kind of what we're going through right now. Almost like somewhat of a panic since the announcement last night from the president.
Yeah, so Victoria said she would definitely still come if it was postponed till after the virus threat. Yeah, we'll kind of play by ear and see what's kind of, you know, what's happening or whatnot.
Well, I mean, if I get my days pushed in, like when I go in Friday, and if we keep everything going, then I'm pretty much stuck until, you know, I'm not going to have any days or a good amount of days probably till end of summer. So I don't know how we're gonna figure that one out. But that's if he put my days in, which I was complaining to him that, he was trying to tell me, Mr. Burns was trying to tell me I wouldn't know till about the 25th. So if he does it early,
Morning, Gina.
then I'm already stuck in with those days off.
Kelly says Tom Hanks announced that he and his family have the virus as well.
I saw that.
Jonathan says people are physically fighting over toilet paper. It's crazy.
The guy who was on Victoria, so I don't know who he was. But they said there were people stabbing each other in Australia.
That's crazy.
Literally.
All over some doo-doo brown.
Hey, I got enough leaves in my yard if I have to use them.
Yeah, I hear you there.
Well, reseller man said you run a garden hose into your bathroom.
There you go. That's like a redneck bidet.
Might be a little cold, but hey.
Oh, that's nice, Kelly. I appreciate that. Definitely want to make sure that you're safe too, though. So maybe me and Nate will invest in getting a bubble for you.
I said I'm going to look on eBay and see if they have any old used astronaut suits so I can start wearing it around.
Yeah, I would just keep it by ear, guys. I wouldn't make any decisions right now unless, like, literally you're trying to fly here. You know what I mean? Like, if you didn't buy your ticket and you're going to fly, then obviously I would, wait or just say you can't come or whatever. But if you're possibly going to drive and everything, we'll just play it by ear. We got a little over a month to go before the meetup and everything, so a lot can change. And I'm sure, we might even see a dramatic improvement on the whole situation because the people that are affected with the different what they call therapies for this going on, that hopefully people will get better and everything will be okay. But the death toll isn't high or anything like that. Definitely a lot more people died from the flu, and percentages are definitely different.
There's only one cure for the coronavirus known to man. Lion tamer.
You have to come to Pennsylvania to get the one that works. So come get it.
You guys know why that, like, all your Walmarts and all your stores are empty? I talked to a store manager the other day. They have halted all shipping containers that come from other countries. Nothing can get off them containers. They cannot deliver any of that stuff.
It's crazy. Tommy said that if the coronavirus is still a hot topic, they probably won't make it too. I mean, that makes sense. I mean, I wouldn't want to see, like, God forbid, something happen to Destiny or to you or to anyone in your family. So, I guess, like Nate said, we'll just play it by ear. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, we want everybody to be safe, and we definitely don't want anybody to come contract it to us. So, so we'll definitely play it by ear.
Yeah, like I said, like, just play by ear. There's going to be rooms in PA if you need to stay somewhere or whatever. Just play by ear. Don't make a decision right away because of impulse or what people are saying on the news and everything. Because we all know that there is fake news out there. I'm not saying that this is. I'm just saying that just let some time tell of what's going on before you make a final decision.
MacMan said that, or not MacMan, DC Cells is asking MacMan, how is Pepsi production?
So far, we haven't been affected. I mean, Walmart, all of our Walmarts are completely out of water. So Pepsi and Coke is the only ones that have water around here. So I mean, they're making a killing. I mean, after this comes out, after all this stuff's over with, I mean, I'm gonna up my stock at Pepsi, because I mean they are completely emptying out their warehouse. They're selling so much stuff that they can't keep up. Just because the stores are not they're sending all of like Walmart and Kroger and all that stuff. is all sending their water and stuff to California, which, you know, are they the only ones that need water? You know, I mean, so I don't get their train of thought.
This is the one time where I have a huge advantage because I work for a food distributor, and just like, for example, like yesterday at work, I unloaded 16 pounds of water that we normally get for our regular customers or whatever. Like we haven't brought anything extra for what's going on or whatever. And if I would need something, I can just go there and get it, and they have anything you can think of. So I'm glad I have a wholesale source, basically, I guess, or distributor source. So
California's finest.
But they did shut down the University of Tennessee. All of their classes now, they do not go to classes. They're all done online. They're starting to shut the colleges here down, and everything's going to be online for the rest of the semester.
That's cool, Tommy. He said he may put together a fall meetup in Wisconsin if things are better. Things better be better by the fall. I'd be, pretty surprised if they weren't. But if they are, you still got me on that room.
I definitely couldn't go.
I know the government just announced that all the cruise lines will halt cruises for 60 days. There is no more cruises for the next 60 days.
Wisconsin shut down colleges too. Yeah, I've heard of a lot of campuses closing down, but a lot of like online campuses are staying open. I don't know that any of that stuff's happening here in Pennsylvania yet, though.
A lot of the closings, it's all because of, just preventative thing. When you have a lot of people in a room together, the chance of you catching it out of one person out of all that is way greater. So they're trying to reduce the masses from gathering and going past each other and so on and so forth. So, so don't look at that as they're closing all these schools down as, like all this stuff's happening, It's just preventative.
Yeah. Appreciate that, Tommy. I need to come out there and see the famous Mr. Pickles.
6 months
Yeah, Kelly put a comment about Starbucks only doing drive-through. I had heard that as well. That a lot of the, not only just Starbucks, but some of the regular fast food restaurants, they're going to close their dining rooms and only do drive-throughs.
Now, see, I could see places like Walmart and places like that shut their stores down and doing only online delivery, like online groceries, to keep people from in their stores and getting infected, and just doing the deliveries that way. I mean, I could see it coming to that extreme if it needs to be.
The Michelle saying medical experts are saying that it'll take about 6 months to run its course.
It's only been about 60 days, and I mean, China's already over it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just taken so much longer to get here, and plus, China is so heavy populated in areas where the United States is so spread out that it's going to take a while to go through our country.
Yep. And just a reminder, guys, Justin's GoFundMe, the Grimes Fine GoFundMe, is in the chat. If anybody, no pressure or anything like that, if anybody feels led to help out with, the efforts there, feel free to go ahead and donate towards that. If not, don't worry about it. But it's there in case you want to. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think are some things that we can do to kind of make sure that our businesses don't tank during this pandemic?
I'm going to tell you, it is going to tank because people are going to look at resellers and secondhand stuff. They're not going to buy it. But one thing, and this, if you can make it through this, once everything is done and over with, the economy is going to be so bad that everybody's going to have to buy secondhand stuff.
Wow.
And your sales are going to go way up because, I mean, I was saying on Adventures of Reselling show this morning on Victoria. If they combine people to their houses or whatever, you can't go to work and they start shutting down jobs. How are you going to pay your bills? What are they going to just start kicking you out in the street because you can't pay your house payment?
Mm-hmm.
Your job shuts. Let's just say Nate's job shuts down for 60 days. Where's he going to get his money to pay his bills?
I talked about this with Mr. Burns before one of our performance meetings, and I said, so like example, like what happens if we would get say one of us would get it or whatever, and they said that we'd be quarantined and basically all the products that we sell have to be shut, thrown away, and so basically it would be like an FMLA, and then it would turn into short-term disability, and then long-term, and so on and so forth. So that's if I guess we got it, or someone got it, or if we're shut down, then unemployment would be, you can file for unemployment whenever you go from making, say, this to nothing, or just my reselling. So I would have to file with that through the government, which that would be fun. But yeah, I would have no immediate source but reselling. That was part of the reason why I got these phones that I originally bought from Walmart. I got them for $9 a piece. Someone offered me $30 a piece plus shipping. I took it just because it was a quick flip, and because exactly what you said, just to have more cash. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what I'm going to need here shortly. You know what I mean? Like, so. Yeah, they said something about they were going to do a couple different things that kind of like help the burden for people that were going through some of the epidemic. So I can't remember what he said on his live thing last night, but I'm pretty sure like the IRS and stuff like that gets pushed back. Some funding for testing and stuff. The co-pays are all wiped out. And some other things. I can't remember what they were, but there's a few things in there that, are there to kind of help us in some type of way.
Mm-hmm. I want to say what's up to Lobster, also to Betty Webb. Thank you guys for joining us. I appreciate you being here.
Now, did you guys see the article that Amazon came out with about an hour ago? If any of their facilities get shut down, they automatically get 2 weeks paid.
Nice. That's awesome. That's good to hear. Hopefully they'll give their sellers 2 weeks pay too. That would be awesome.
Right. All right. But if think about that though, Nate. I mean, in you guys that sell on Amazon, if their facilities shut down, how are you going to get your product shipped out?
Yeah, that's an issue.
Yeah, right. No, I get it.
Fulfillment centers.
The worst situation that could possibly happen is if we get quarantined and I'm stuck at work.
Oh, with Mr. Burns.
Dude, I would literally just go in the freezer and just like say goodbye. I'd go live and say goodbye to everyone. I could not take 30 days of dealing with Mr. Burns quarantine.
That would be insane, dude.
Dude, I can't deal with him for 4 hours a day during a shift. How can I deal with him for 24 hours?
Yeah, for sure.
But if it gets so bad to where people are doing this fighting over Walmart and toilet paper and stuff like that, I mean, it could go to the extreme of martial law. I mean,
maybe something we need to start putting in our titles or in our item description comes from a corona-free environment.
Yeah. That might help, because Kathy was just saying that a lot of people may stop buying online as well out of fear of possibly contracting it from packages and items sent from other states where the virus is.
Now, would they shut your listings down just because it has the word corona in it?
It probably would. It'd probably get shut down and pulled just because of the bots and whatever.
Yeah.
But you could say free from
Hey, Mark.
disease.
Yeah, there you go. Like free from contrastable diseases or whatever that word is.
You could put that in your description, but
Right.
we all know how much they read the descriptions nowadays. So
Eric says that listing will be deleted right away.
All cleaned with Clorox wipes.
like I use a special serum that kills 99.9% of all germs.
Yeah,
Just
that's the thing
called
about,
Lion Tamer.
Kelly, the ecom mom, said, what if they get to the part to where it's the post office? They start shutting the post office down. And then you can't ship items.
No wonder Amazon gave me that loan. They knew what was going on. They'd rather get that extra $30.
Yep.
Dude, that would stink. That would really suck. Like if I would stop getting pay, and then of course, like my Amazon stuff would kind of shut down in a way because either A, I couldn't source, or B, I didn't have sales rolling in as much because everything shut down. I bet you they would still be coming for that $300 out of them 3 times for 3 months. So I need to definitely keep that in mind for myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm shipping out 2 packages, both DVDs. I think there's going to be a rise in DVD sales and all that stuff because we will be locked in the house.
Yeah.
DVDs,
video
games.
I got Disney for a year I paid. So I've watched a lot of Disney. I got something going to Australia. That's what I was just talking about. Like, I wonder how that's going to work shipping to international. Are they shipping out, not bringing it in, or what are they doing? You know what I mean? I wonder what they're doing with that stuff, because I would kind of stink for my packages to sit somewhere.
Yeah, Eric says, didn't we mention them Amazon loans be dangerous?
Well, I mean, under me not getting a paycheck and my business shutting down, possibly, of course. I mean, that would be the only way possible. It would be dangerous to me.
Yeah, Craig said the scary thing is the next big war will be something like the coronavirus or technology attack. Kevin said he shipped something Monday, and the guy wrote, "Please pack tight. The coronavirus is rampant."
See, that's a lot. I mean, a lot of people. That's where it's going to hurt a lot of people. At is like people that counted on money for like festivals. Like all that stuff. I mean, I just seen where it said 2 small businesses might fall because they was counting on that festival money that's how they run their business the whole year is the festival. They canceled the festival, and now both of them are in jeopardy of staying in business. I'm just wondering how the NBA players are going to get paid, and all these other schools are going to get paid with all these cancellation of games.
Well, they won't get paid. They get paid per game. I mean, their contract is X, whatever. But unless they have guaranteed money, I don't think they get paid.
Most of the NBA contracts are guaranteed. So.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the players are going to get paid regardless.
Oh, okay.
Unless there's a pandemic clause or something like that.
Yeah, I mean there might be some kind of a clause for something crazy like this happening.
Alexa says, false flag or not, this is a serious problem that we are all affected by, and we have to do everything to stop it. 1,000%. That's why they should let us sell sanitizers. Everyone needs it.
I just don't know what the problem would be putting on auction. I mean, let them bid it. Let them have a bidding war over it. That's not price gouging to me if they bid on it.
But the thing is, like, if they would not let people do buy now and do auctions, then it would go insane.
Mm-hmm.
It would be 1,000 times worse because there would be less, unless there's a million different, auctions out or whatever.
Cajun says the NBA players will be fine.
Yeah, I'm sure LeBron's gonna be all right.
Well, Craig says that we should just stay home and watch his channel.
I think everybody should sub to everybody on YouTube, and then just make our money on YouTube. Have them send us checks.
That's a good idea. I need a couple subs where we could do that. I'll do 24-hour streams, and then do pre-recorded in between.
The beard up like this, you know.
You can watch the first official snore cam.
We can actually have a beard cam.
Yeah, that's awesome. Mark Cuban's a pretty fair guy.
Yeah, Cuban's a really good guy. He's a PA guy.
Yep.
As long as PayPal's working,
I'm with you there, Ken. Definitely with you there. I think you're going to be okay, Kathy. Your people are really big fans of what you do, so don't worry about your channel crashing and burning. Plus, you can always do other videos without leaving your house. You don't always have to. I mean, you can talk about dumpster diving. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to actually be in a dumpster.
How is that going to affect dumpster divers now, too? Though, I mean, they're really going to be affected with this.
My question is, though, like, should dumpster divers really be that worried about germs? They're like digging through trash.
I think there might be.
I mean, as long as you got gloves on and they got a mask, and you can even go as far as putting a suit on, so none of the, like, say if something had some stuff on it and splashed on you, that you're getting germs on you or something, you could still dive. Wear the suit.
I just imagine somebody coming out of the dumpster with a big full suit on, and the cops sit there. Oh.
That makes sense, Kathy. I mean, you gotta worry about your health first, because I know you deal with other issues too. So, but I mean, you could still do something as far as your channel goes. If you wanted to put out some kind of content, I'm sure that your people would. I mean, even if you reacted to other dumpster diving videos or something like that, I'm sure people would watch that.
Speaking of Starbucks, Mike just went to Starbucks.
Nice.
It's not nice. You're spending my money.
Well, you'll probably get a nice coffee out of it.
Probably. Seeing that was $15, yeah, that's 2 frozen frappuccinos.
Michelle Lathan says we could just watch Kathy. We don't need a dumpster.
I know one thing. I'm gonna put a case of beer in my trunk just in case we do get quarantined at work.
Steven wants to see some cooking videos.
Wow.
Question 8 would be: would it be Corona?
Corona. I might as well be.
Yeah, they definitely should be. I think it's only like fitting that it would be Corona, since you're quarantined from Corona.
You never know. You might see me on a late night stream with a Corona, or do a pre-record saying I have the Corona.
All that I can say to that comment there, Ken.
Upside down. There you go.
Touche.
Well, Nate, maybe you could hope for the VENDOO crew to get quarantined at their office. That way they can fix your problem.
No, they actually did the other day. They got back to me after about 2 weeks or so. It was definitely maybe it wasn't 2 weeks, but it was at least 10 days at the very least. And they did fix the problem or whatever. They just Then they reset my listing counter to give me an extra 5 listings. So, yay! I got an extra 5 listings.
The whole 5?
Yeah. What a bonus! What a bearded bonus they gave me.
That actually is not a bad idea. Alexis has. She's going to do cleaning videos. Like that's. Because she's half joking, but I mean that's something that might go viral right about now because everybody's going to be like freaking out.
How do I clean this? Or how
I got a
way?
bunch of sanitizer. I might as well just do a video on like me give myself like a bath and sanitizer.
How do you sanitize the beard?
Won't you lather it up with some line tamer and show us, Nate?
Oh, I gotta do that now. It looks bad. That looks bad.
They're coming up with all these different gross names for jacuzzis right now. Lisa C calls them fecal stew.
Lobster says his
Yeah,
order is shutting down on the 16th. That's crazy, man. I'm sorry to hear that.
Are they going?
Craig is saying another NBA player has come down with it.
Huh? Who was the other NBA player?
Hey, Lobster, have they said that they're going to compensate you for that? I want to see what he says how they're going to compensate you for it if they're shut down.
Never ending saga says so. Bubble wrap comes from China. Where does the air in the bubbles come from? That's why they were saying like when the virus was starting to spread, not to pop bubbles on Facebook because it's China air.
Well, don't you think they would import the air?
Okay, so same team, Donovan Mitchell. It's like their two best players both have the coronavirus. Why couldn't that have happened to a team that I dislike? Like, can't we like somehow contract the Patriots with that?
Give it to
No
Kawhi.
offense to any New Englanders.
Let Kawhi hit it. He only plays half the season anyway.
I'll tell you, did you guys hear me talk about the lady that was in Kroger shopping? Did I tell you about her?
No.
She was in Kroger and she lined her shopping cart with a garbage bag. And she had a box of latex gloves, a box of Clorox wipes. Everything she picked up with her latex gloves and wiped it down with Clorox wipes and put it in the garbage bag. And that's how she shopped through the whole store.
Lobster says prison speech said going to support paid time off. Yeah, I did hear that. So that is good. I wonder how that's going to work and how long it's going to take and
how much it's going to be.
Yeah.
A week, you know.
I mean, it's basically unemployment if you really think about it, because, like, say for example, you go from full time to part time.
Comment of the day, right there, Kelly.
Yeah, definitely. But say you're going from like full time to part time, you can actually file for unemployment because of the gap of money that you used to make. You know what I'm saying? So it's basically the same thing. I mean, you still have a job, but you're basically laid off.
Hopefully, we don't have the first reseller with the coronavirus. Alexis says slightly concerned. Can't stop blowing my nose.
I heard runny nose isn't a symptom, so I think you're okay.
Although on the plus side, not that there'd be a plus side to you contracting that, but you are in the same vicinity as the New England Patriots. So if you do get it, please somehow touch Tom Brady before Belichick.
Yeah.
Tell her not to sneeze in her phone. I don't want it. My wife thinks that they had somebody at her hospital that has it because they came in sick, and it takes a few days before them to get the test back. But what they do is eliminate everything else before they can test them for that. So they eliminate them from the flu and the allergies and all this other stuff. Then they'll test them for the coronavirus.
See that comment from Fishing and Picking about banks cutting down how much money you can get out?
No.
What?
Yeah, Fishing and Picking said that he got an email that says his bank is limiting how much money he can withdraw from his bank.
It's crazy.
I wonder what that has to do with anything.
They don't want people to go to a run. I mean, people, it's just panic. It really is. I mean, people are, worried about.
They
all
don't.
Your money's insured no matter what.
Right.
Up to 100,000 if you're or 200,000 if you're in a good bank.
Banks need our money to loan it out to people who are going to need it for whatever reason. So
I would definitely, though, if you didn't know, PayPal is not federally insured. So
Yes.
if you've got money in PayPal, make sure you try to keep as little as possible in PayPal.
yeah, as soon as it shows up, I'm going to print this label for my phones and transfer it $299. Yeah, it's all because of they have to have money to be able to do loans and all that type of stuff. So if they don't have money,
Well, I
they
mean-
actually lose money because they don't have it to make money off of.
Banks take your money and then stick most of it in the stock market. So, I mean, they're getting interest off of that away. So if the stock market crashes, then everybody tries to go get their money. They're not going to have the money to get it.
But Dana said that that runny nose is a symptom. From what I've seen on the CDC page, it says the following symptoms may appear after 2 to 14 days of exposure: cough, fever, shortness of breath. Basically, all it says.
I'm going to go make me some prepper friends. I know they got plenty of food.
So Greg's asking if Kathy knows how long to get monetized. Rough estimate. It didn't take me that long, like maybe 48 hours after applying, I was approved.
She probably has to wait for that PIN number.
Oh, to actually get paid, you need to have that PIN. But as far as like becoming monetized and being able to start earning, it only took me like 48 hours.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that might be different for everybody, but it was quick for me.
I think it stinks. This is like the cusp of getting close to garage sale season, and this is all going to go down.
Yeah, I know. I was literally thinking that too. Like how many garage sales or estate sales or whatever are going to be canceled because of people that are afraid.
It might actually make them better if you think about it. People are going to be needing that money, like Max said.
Well, less competition to the people who are going to stay home.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'll definitely be out there trying to get that stuff, but
I'm saying, what's going to happen to these thrift stores like Goodwill and stuff? They still got to pay them buildings, and people ain't going there to shop.
Have a good day, Nana.
I'm sure Goodwill is doing just fine. They're making more money than ever.
Actually, I'm looking at it right now. Hold on, where did it go?
They still got their auctions too, so
eBay is down just a little bit. Man, where did Google go? I was just looking at it. Google is.
You talking about the stocks?
Yeah, they're down 6% today so far, but the market just opened at 9:30. So
yeah, Amazon's down 6%.
What were they down? I just looked at that too. They're down 5.8% today.
My work one is down. Wow, they went down like crazy. They were at like $40 a share. Now they're down to like $27. Wow, they went down. Their shares went down $20.
In my Robinhood today, I've lost $44.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at as my Robinhood right now.
I'm on Robinhood as well.
Over 2 months, I've lost $200 exactly.
I actually did really well. I tripped into a Sprint shares and about 3 days before they announced the merger with T-Mobile, so I doubled overnight.
I have a 30-day look of my company shares or whatever. It was at $55, and now it's at $27. That is crazy. I never thought we'd have lost that much. Because, I mean, our business is still running like normal, but, man, people are pulling that money quick. And the thing that's crazy is, like, people, like, whenever the company they sold or whatever, they made it available that we could buy stock. And I was like, there's no way I'm buying stock right now. For one, because of all the hype that the stock has because of a merger, the buyout, they bought us out or whatever. So, and they're like, oh, we'll give you 15% discount. I'm like, no, I'm not buying any of that. And then look what it's doing now. Like, if I'd have bought stock, literally, I would have lost 50% of my money right now.
Yeah.
Even with the discount. Thanks, buddy.
Disney's under $100 the first time this year. In a year. They're down 10% today.
Oh, dang, that sucks, Cajun. He said he's down 1,100 today.
It always comes back, though. You don't need to panic and pull that money out now.
Yeah, like the only stocks I have anything in is my retirement, but like of course I'm not touching that or doing anything with that. So it'll bounce back. I'm not worried about my retirement, but if I was an active person or whatever in the stock market, I don't know what I would do right now, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not in the deep. I own 2 stocks and that's it. Well, not 2, but I own 2 stock. I own stocks in 2 companies and that's it.
Oh man, you guys see this? It says coronavirus fallout leads to the first round of layoffs in the United States, and it was just posted 20 minutes ago.
Who was it?
Companies are starting to lay people off.
What company?
I'm looking right now. Some kind of Christie Lights, a stage lighting company based in Orlando, laid off more than 100 of its 500 workers across the country. Another company expected to lay off another 150 the next week. Southwest Air has lost 50 people to their job. Good. And they're canceling flights too for everybody.
Well, yeah, they can't. People are scared to get on a plane with people because of it. So, and they're not going overseas and stuff. So that's a huge hit. Like all international flights are they're all grounded. So, I mean, think of how many planes and people, wouldn't have a job or to do anything. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's definitely one of them.
Keyline Kiss has made a comment about cruise ship companies laid off. We're members of a couple cruise line clubs and stuff like that, and you could basically walk on a Norwegian cruise line right now for next to nothing. We got a 7-day offer the other day for $150, and that's
was that for the whole week or just for
the whole week? And then
that's both of you.
Plus, you get to select between, like, you get to pick 5 of something else, like, free Wi-Fi, free open bar, free dining, and all the. They're just trying to get, because what's happened is people are canceling their reservations, and of course it costs them more money to take an unfull boat out. If they take an unfull boat out, even a boat at 75% capacity, they're losing money. So
yeah, like selling your stock and stuff like that, unless you really need the money like right now, that'd be the only reason why I would touch any of your stocks, unless you had to have some cash.
I just read an article about the getting paid like you was talking about short-term disability and all that stuff, long-term disability. The insurance companies are fighting it, saying only if you have the coronavirus. If your job is shut down because of it, you won't get it.
What, the insurance company said that?
Yep.
I mean, like I said, you could still get that unemployment though.
Yeah, you can get unemployment. But what, the Congress is shut down for 30 days? Then, other places are going to be shut down. Who's going to give you the money?
Yeah. I mean, it would more or less be IOU. They would owe you. You know what I'm saying? Because if that basically why I would get shut down. we would all be like shut down. We'd probably be all quarantined by that point.
That's pretty cool. So Victoria says that Walmart told their employees, or her best friend who is the manager there, that if they get the virus, their employee will not go in, and they will pay them for up to 6 months while they get better. That's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's a short-term disability. I'm glad I paid a little bit extra in mine. Like I think I get 75% compared to 50 or 60. I paid a little extra money in mine because my body's breaking down a little bit here and there. So I figured, it would happen at some point. So that's why I pay an extra $1 or something on my paycheck to make more money if that would happen.
I mean, right now is a great time to buy stock. Every stock is at a 52-week low. Just about it.
Yeah, they're saying that stock exchange halts trading because of the coronavirus panic.
Yep. If they did it just now, that's the second time today. They did it when it first opened.
That's nuts.
Yeah, Lobster. Like if you're not infected and you can't go to work, unemployment will take care of you. You just gotta wait for it to either if unemployment's closed, then you just gotta wait to deal with that. And it's more like an IUU.
Yeah,
anytime you would lose like a significant amount of money, say going from full-time to part-time, or lose your job altogether, or not having any hours because they laid you off, that's basically what they're doing, is laying you off, then that's what the case is.
I think Daddy just told Freddie a thing or two. I actually didn't see it fishing and picking. I've only heard about it, so I'm not sure how he looked. I don't know if any of you guys saw it or not, because I basically fell asleep watching all the basketball coverage.
Right, Kelly? That's the thing that Kelly's talking about. People, the landlords ain't going to take IOUs.
Right.
I mean, you're going to tell them, hey, we got the coronavirus. Come take us out of our house. I mean, that's the best thing you can use. Come kick us out. I got the coronavirus.
Moronic Pest says he looked oranger than usual. Yeah, so I think we're going to start to wind down a little bit, guys. Anything that any of you guys want to say or promote before we do?
We're on my channel tomorrow, and probably working Hangout at some point today. So make sure you got that bell clicked, and if you're not subbed to me, please do. I really appreciate it. If I hit 1K and the epidemic happens, we'll do an all-day stream, 24-hour beard.
I want to see Nate walk around in one of those giant Fallout suits, like just doing a live stream, like out in the streets. That'd be hilarious.
That's the thing I can see somebody coming out of the dumpster with,
That would go viral.
Cops waiting on you while you jump out of the dumpster in this full suit.
Oh, that's right. Victoria started a morning show that's at 7:30 a.m. Eastern time. So if you guys are up early, definitely go check out her new morning show. I was actually up early enough to catch it yesterday or the day before. It was a pretty good time. So make sure you guys go show her some love.
If you got some extra money laying around, buy some stocks, because man, they're dropping.
I think
It's on the buy.
I'd wait at least another week because it's still going to put a lot of fear in there. And I think it'll drop another 2,000 points before all this fear is like over with. Because,
Apple went from like $329 a share to $255.
I saw that.
Apple will drop like crazy now because they had to postpone all of their new iPhone 9s and SE2s. They was going to release them in March 31st, and they cannot release them at all. And they just posted on there and said they don't know when they're going to be able to.
Well, guys, I definitely appreciate everyone coming out this morning. And yeah, I know, Gina, sometimes we do kind of cut it off right in the middle of us going strong. A lot of it just has to do with like A, how I'm feeling, B, if we feel like the chat's slowing down a little bit, or if like we're running out of gas, or a lot of times we also want to give people enough time to go to the bathroom and then go support D Flippin Particles, who goes on at noon every day. So if you guys want to check out, just as Kathy said, Flippin Particles at noon, feel free to head on over there. But we appreciate
Wash your hands.
Yeah, definitely wash your hands. You definitely need to wash your hands because there's more poo particles out there than you know of. You like literally made the doo-doo brown face there too. That was awesome. Winning. But we appreciate you guys. We'll see you tomorrow morning on Nate's channel. But till then, you guys take it easy and have an awesome day.